Welcome, kind listeners, to Under the Banyan Tree.
The live show where ancient epics meet modern minds.
I am Leo, a yogini from the West.
And I am Mayank, a rationalist from the East.
Together we journey through the Mahabharata from the retelling of Ramesh Menon, epic of war, fight, and everything in between.
So, Leo, what is our sankalpa, our intention today?
So our intention is to read the chapter from the point of view of justice. What's your understanding of justice?
Just to add, the chapter is chapter 8, Bhishma and Amba, which we are going through the theme of justice. So for me, I didn't search any definitions and I just wrote appropriate or right behavior, just behavior, and I wrote two interpretations for it. One is by the book, or second is humanitarian behavior towards someone. That for me is justice.
Can you repeat that last part again? I'm sorry.
So
the difference from the book and humanitarian.
Yeah. So for me, like justice can be delivered in two ways.
Mm-hmm.
One can be you abide by the book, you go by the book, and second can be
by the book, by the law.
By the law, and second can be a humanitarian basis to deliver justice. Like you may not have it in the law, or probably the law may be, botched up. So, so that's my interpretation of justice.
Okay. For me, I came up with it's fairness in the way people treat each other, regardless if it's a law or not, and fairness. It's directly related with being just, with justice. And the side note, etymologically speaking, justice, it's the right law, or is to be just, upright. So it's always related with rightness, law, or fairness. So, and assuming that, the law is always fair. And that's something that we know, that not all the times law is fair. So I came up with this thought of, okay, it's a fair way of treating each other.
Well, I think we now have a couple of definitions and through that we can try to look into the chapter.
Yeah.
So would you help us in going through the practice of Shravan, where we try to summarize whatever we read?
Yes, okay. I will do my best. I have my notes, so probably I will here and there take a look at it. So, okay. Last chapter, we had Bhishma telling Amba go to Shalva and see if he will get married with you. And Amba went to Shalva. Shalva refused Amba and said, no, Bhishma is the one that needs to get married with you. So Amba went back to Bhishma, and Bhishma said, no, I cannot. I have an oath. I will never get married with you. If you want, you can stay here, but I will never get married with you. So she stayed in Hastinapura for 6 miserable years. And after that, she went back to Shalva. And Shalva was very unfair from my point of view and insulted her. And she went back to Hastinapur, and she was completely desperate. So she went into the forest, into an ashram, and met her grandfather and told everything that happened to her grandfather. Her grandfather said, I know who will solve this. So they waited for a couple of days, and then the guru of Bhishma came to the ashram, and he said, it's time to put an end to your sorrow. I will talk with Bhishma. And he went and talked with Bhishma, and Bhishma said again, look, I'm sorry, I have a very solemn oath, therefore I will not get married with her. And the guru said, okay, so I have two options, or I curse you or you fight with me. And they fought, and it was a long fight. The world trembled until Rudra had to come down to earth and stop the fight and stop Bhishma. He was about to launch a weapon that would destroy the universe. And Bhishma stopped. And his guru was very happy with his performance. And again, he said, no, Bhishma will never break his oath. And that's it.
I think that was a very nice.
I missed something.
Just the name of the guru is.
I know, on purpose.
Yeah. The name of the guru is Parshuram. Parshuram is or Bhargav. So he's known by both the names. And Parshuram is also one incarnation of Vishnu. So he was kind of the previous incarnation. So before Krishna there was Ram, and before Ram there was Parshuram. So
and I missed the name of the grandfather too.
Yeah, the name of the grandfather was Hutravahan. So he was a previous king of Kashi who turned into a hermit or a rishi. And therefore, because he was also grandfather of Amba, he decided to help her. And eventually, Hutravahan was a friend of Parshuram, so they both decided to help her. And as you told, like Devrat or Bhishma was about to use a weapon called Prasvapastra, which was, and Parshuram didn't have any refusal to that weapon, and therefore Rudra and Narad both they appeared and calmed him down and saved the universe so that Shiva can destroy it later in his own time.
True.
So yeah, if we would like to talk about the theme through some questions today, and in those questions we thought we can talk about the relationship between individuals, and because we see dynamics, the dynamics of relationship in this chapter, and I think we can start with the dynamics between Shalva and Amba. So what's your opinion on how Shalva treated Amba?
I think goes beyond injustice. Okay, if I look at it from our theme, I would say he was very unjust with Amba. But I think it goes beyond being just. He was he humiliated her. So when he mentioned, oh, I will never marry the concubine of Hastinapur, he was mean. I think that goes beyond justice and fear. This is my opinion. What do you think?
Yeah, I totally agree with that. Like I wrote that he is a sore loser and bitter. However, I also wrote that he's following, that traditional interpretation of justice or law, which like whenever he's going by the book when he says it's the law of Kshatriyas that whomsoever won you. Because
so first we are again, and I'm sorry, but this is a recurrent theme, placing a woman as an object that you, or a territory, and there's no questioning of that law. Was that a law, or
so let me explain on this. So let's for now just forget about the questions of morality and just go by, say, whatever is written in the books. So for Kshatriyas or someone who's a warrior, whatever you won or lost, if you have lost something, then it is no longer yours. Now in his mind, Shalva is like, oh, I've lost this, now I have no right on this. Now I cannot have her. So but what,
I
that's
think
why.
that's a very kind interpretation.
No, what I'm saying is that's the weakness of the characters in the text. That if you cannot go beyond books, if you cannot apply common sense, if you cannot, like, I always say that as humans, a liberal human is someone who can think 50 years or 100 years or even 500 years ahead of his or her time. And Shalva is not someone who can think ahead of his time. He's someone who is either in his time or even back than
I
his
think
time.
he's completely inflexible and
He's completely inflexible.
egotistic.
And I also wrote, like, think of this. Uh, there's a difference between Bhishma and Shalva here.
Mm-hmm.
Shalva says, you don't have a place in my heart and not even in my palace. So
Mm-hmm.
he doesn't even have sympathy or pity to her.
Mm-hmm.
Say, if he would have said, lady, I go by the books,
Mm-hmm.
the books dictate you are no longer mine, but I still will try
His
to.
ego was hurt.
Yeah. So that's the thing. And that's why he couldn't even give her place to live in his palace. While Bhishma, on the other hand, says, I have my oath. I cannot do anything because I have my oath. But yes, you are free to live here.
And Bhishma has something else that is guilt.
Mm-hmm.
He feels guilty of what happened.
Yeah. But this is the thing. Like, say, when it comes to Shalvan, that's why I wrote that he's a sore loser and bitter. He could have accepted his loss graciously. He could have said, okay, Bhishma, when he realized that this was this all happened due to a misunderstanding, I get it. Oh, he being the bigger man sends you back to me, and I'll be a bigger man and I'll accept you and we will get married. Because we will have to accept at least this reality that the women there are not being treated as people. They are being treated as, territory or objects, as you said. So when that's the case, and especially later Amba, whatever she said to Bhishma, and we will talk about it when it comes to Bhishma and Amba's dynamics, like, she is kind of on mercy of these men, that whatever they decide for her will be her destiny and her fate. So Shalva could have been more gracious and accepted her. End of the whole story. And but no, he, as you said, his ego was bruised. So he didn't take it lightly, and he couldn't take it out on Bhishma, from which he lost. So he took it out on someone who could, like, who can't.
So he was bullying,
Yeah,
basically.
essentially. So and like, I just feel this, that, say, if even if he would have said that, okay, uh you can live in my palace, I'm not going to accept you, but you can live in my palace, I would have given him, little bit of leeway or sympathies, that, okay, probably he's a guy who is just, bound by the books, cannot go beyond. And it's not that those people were bound by the books. We still have people in this world.
No, I think basically in this scenario and other scenarios, you simply use the books to justify your mean actions.
Yeah, but that's what I believe in, that people who go by books are hypocrite,
Okay.
because they use the book for their benefit when they want to, and they forget the books when, because, like, especially Hinduism is such a broad, it has so many texts, that if you go to someone, say, if they would have gone to Parshuram for consultation, that now we are at an impasse, we are confused what we should do, because somewhere in this text it says that a duty of a Kshatriya is that if he lost uh, a woman or something, then it is no longer his. Probably Parshuram would have referred some other text and come out with, hey, here it says it doesn't matter what happened. If he's your wife or your to be wife, you have to
And
accept
what do you
that.
think about the part of the text where it said Parshurama understood that Bhishma was Amba destiny, even if Amba got married with Shalva, she would be unhappy.
I think what I interpreted in that part was that it has been 6 years now.
Mm-hmm.
She is, for sure, she is like, she was just desperate in the sense that she just wanted refuge, and that's why she went back to Shalva as well. But probably like now this is all extrapolation, that she just thought, who is a decent man among these two? Okay, and for sure, compared, when you compare Bhishma and Shalva, you are seeing more decency from Bhishma.
Yes, I understand that, but Parshuram is the one that says this.
I think what may have happened is we are just told that Amba told her story. We were not told what exactly she told.
I thought the same.
Yeah.
Um,
So yeah, maybe like, but yeah, as you said, Shalva was an absolute disgrace for sure. And I'm not saying that I have respect for people who go by books. I'm saying that these are limitations. If you think that your book is your strength, sorry, I don't believe in that. But that's my opinion. You can go by your books and make right decisions in your life, but that book will always somewhere limit you. Like you need multiple books.
we were talking about this yesterday. Yeah.
And no book can prepare you for like things in life. Like now this AI is coming. Tomorrow people will talk about, I don't know how to call it, human rights for AI. Like what artificial intelligence's rights, that AI should have a right or not. So if you have a robot which is as sentient as a human being, don't you think it should have some rights?
I think we are going in a tangent.
No, but what I'm saying is that there will be new situations in life. Your book cannot always protect you. Your book cannot always come up with answers. And if Shalva is someone who just goes by book, and I just wrote that he did justice by the book, by some book.
To be honest, I don't know enough of Shalva to say this, but I saw the same type of behavior in another antagonist in this epic. They use the books to justify their own means. I don't think he goes only by the book. He uses whatever it's written in the books for their own benefit.
So
I think that's two different things. One thing is someone that is innocent, or someone that has a narrow mind, and it's too attached to a book, to a belief. Okay. And another thing, it's someone that uses the book to justify their mean actions.
So, see, he used the word law of Kshatriyas. Okay? He used law. So, for sure, it is a law somewhere because no one questioned it. We discussed about that as well. No one questioned it later. Bhishma didn't say that, oh, Shalva is being wrong, you should be punished. Okay? So, for sure, it is a law somewhere. And my question is a broader question. My question is not just on Shalva. I get it that, and
You
probably
yeah.
no, even beyond that, it's not. I'm saying that it's not just the problem of a person. The person is rotten. I get it, but the broader system is also rotten.
Mm-hmm.
So, and the broader system is so rotten that even the people like Bhishma
Mm-hmm.
or Parshuram,
Mm-hmm.
like everyone is, I felt everyone is tackling some other problem instead of what the problem was. The
Mm-hmm.
problem is Shalv.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you bring him to justice, but
Mm-hmm.
instead all other things are happening. Why, Amba, you don't get married to Bhishma or this or
Mm-hmm.
that? So I feel it's the problem is a much broader problem at the level of the society,
Mm-hmm.
that the society's interpretation of justice and law at that time was very different, and therefore it was very unfair to the women.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not giving any relief to Shalv, but I'm just saying that he's a rotten part of a rotten system.
Mm-hmm.
So
So, and how do you think Amba treated Shalva?
to me, it just felt that she was like,
For me, she was the hot potato.
and what it means.
It means that, this is hot, throw it to you. Oh no, this is hot, throw it to you.
No, yeah, but this is a thing. She was at least in the book.
Mm-hmm.
She was speaking. Uh, like when she wanted to speak out, she spoke it to Bhishma,
Mm-hmm.
but she didn't say anything to Shalv.
Mm-hmm.
Now there can be two reasons, as you said. First can be it doesn't make any sense to indulge with a mad person, so
Mm-hmm.
probably she knew that. Or second, she knew that he's vicious, so it's better to be submissive here than to argue.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
She tried to protect herself, and
And my perception is that Amba liked Shalva. So when your emotions get entangled, you kind of lose the discernment to argue with the other person.
Mhm.
And she was heartbroken. My perception is she when she was going to meet Shalva, she was dreaming about it. She was happy.
This was from the episode.
No, and previously, in the previous chapter,
Oh yeah,
when she was going to meet Shalva,
yeah.
she was dreaming, she was joyful, she was dreaming about the future together. So she was nurturing something towards him. And I think when he refused her and when he insulted her, it was emotional. So, and when you have the illusion and of someone liking you and someone will embrace you to the rest of your life, and suddenly he says, "Oh no, you were someone else won you," or "Oh no, you are the concubine of Hastinapur," you are destroyed inside. There's a part of your heart that gets dark.
Yeah, it's too big of a emotional setback or a shock.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's also a very good possibility. But this is like I just noticed the pattern. I didn't think why the pattern exists.
This
But
is my justification of the
yeah,
pattern.
and I think it is a very reasonable justification, because at least uh in the episodes also, if I just take little bit of a tangent, in the episodes also they gave some background to their love story, that they love each other.
And there's no background over here.
Yeah, there's no background over here. Yeah.
And how did Bhishma treated Amba?
Well, I just thought that, as you said, he was guilty.
Mm-hmm.
He realized that, oh, he messed up.
Mm-hmm.
But he also realized that there's no patching up possible here. Like he felt that I have created this situation, but I can't do a lot about this situation because I am also bound by my oath.
And what do you think about him saying, "Oh, I was the instrument of fate"?
To be honest, I just feel like, these are, I personally feel these are just poetic ways to say things like that. Yeah, I botched up.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Instead of saying that, oh, I messed it up, it's like it was what fate wanted, and I became the instrument of fate.
Okay. Okay. And what do you make about this flavor of the book where Bhishma loves Amba?
I will just make one comment and then I will let you talk about it. I am not a big fan of this twist in the story, but I think I would let you talk about it first, and then probably I will add my
No,
thoughts.
I think this twist, this flavor that is added in this book, it just brings more complexity to Bhishma, and it gives even more weight to his oath.
Yep.
So, and normally in the process, in the development process of anyone that follows the path of enlightenment, there's always different tests, and one of them is the attraction towards the opposite sex. And I don't know if there's that idea of he had to overcome not the stubbornness or the willingness of another woman and the awareness that what he'd done was wrong, but he had to overcome the attachment to that woman. That's my analysis.
Well, yeah, like for sure, as you said, it adds more depth to his character and more weight to his oath. Like his oath becomes much more stronger. Like, okay, that he also sacrificed a love for his oath or something. But I don't know, like my insights were a little bit twisted, and maybe it's just me or what. Like he, like I didn't like that writer also wrote that he called Amba as child, and then he also has feelings for it. Maybe it's my mind which was reading a lot. Like,
That I didn't have any conflict of
okay.
it, in the sense of when he called her my child, he's mostly judging his own feelings. He's many times we say something to other people to remind ourselves, and he states, "I'm too old for you." And when he says my child, he's reminding himself that she is too young for him.
Okay, but then my question is this: what Amba holds which may make Bhishma attracted to her?
A voice.
Okay.
She stands up.
Yeah.
She fights. She's courageous.
Yeah.
In the context.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was about to say that for
In the
those
context.
for those times.
Yeah.
For those times. Yeah. Makes sense. Yeah. Maybe, yeah. Like, because I would be, yeah, and I think he has no other, like, it can't be like I cannot, like, if I'm imagining that he will have a scenario where he gets to spend time with some woman and then fall in love, that is not going to happen, because by nature of his oath he cannot do that. So for him to, like, say, fall in love or something needs love at first sight kind of a scenario, which was there, but I wasn't big fan of it. But like, I felt that, I just feel that, Bhishma's character is larger than life in itself. I didn't feel that it needs more.
Or it was too humanized.
Too humanized. Yeah, maybe
It's
I
like,
could.
oh, he's falling, he's being weak in a way. Just throwing it out.
No, that can be true. That can be true. Like, let's say,
Because you were okay that Shantanu fall in love with Ganga in a moment. So why not Bhishma can fall in love with Amba?
no, so there I was okay because Ganga and Satyavati both had something very potent in their armory. Ganga was more or less a goddess.
Yeah, but he didn't know she was a goddess.
Yeah, but it's like, say, if someone is a goddess and you fall for them.
So you can only fall in love with great.
No, I'm saying if a great person has to fall in love, there should be something great about it, and that's why I was so impressed with Parashar falling for Satyavati, because he fell for something totally earthly.
Because he didn't have that.
Yeah. So,
and for me, Bhishma for the first time was with a woman that stand up, that gave a bit of her mind.
Makes sense. Yeah.
Which examples? Okay, we can't talk about his mother, but he has, that we know, Satyavati, Ambika and Ambalika.
Yeah.
And they are more or less submissive characters.
Yeah. Like, I'm just saying, maybe later I may become a fan of this. I don't know. But for now, in this chapter, I didn't feel. But I still think now, when you explained all this, I don't think it was as odd, and it wasn't as if the author has changed the story or something. He just added an angle, and I'm totally okay with those kinds of experimentation in storytelling.
Okay. And I add the question, was Bhishma treated with justice?
But from which side? From whom?
Any side, every side. I at some stage I found myself, when someone is very high, first it's very isolated because everybody looks up to them.
Yep.
And they don't have the right of crying. They don't have the right of having emotions. They don't have the right of doubt. They don't have the right of requesting for justice. And
not just justice, even for help
or humanity. Yeah. So is it just all the weight that was placed on Bhishma's shoulders, even by now? Okay, by now he raised 2 kids. He is the regent of Hastinapur. He has this solemn oath. He went to kidnap 3 women to get married with his, what's his name?
Vichitravira, with his brother.
Half brother. Is this just towards him?
Well, on this, all I can say is that a lot he's doing is because he wants to do it. For now, I don't think we have seen any one instance where Bhishma has been forced to do something. He will be forced to do a lot in future. For now, I don't think he has been forced.
No, I understand that.
Yeah.
And especially as someone that was a Shishya, because I understand.
So are we diving in that dynamics now?
No, I'm diving in the when the role becomes your skin, you don't question your actions. You do whatever it takes. And it needs a little bit of distance for you to exercise your own freedom and exercise your own individuality. And I think, in a way, in line with what you said, Bhishma, there's no individuality in Bhishma. Therefore, there's no questioning of justice towards the individual. I don't know if I'm making sense over here.
No, because I can back you up with with something which he said.
At the end.
My oath is not for myself. My dharma is far beyond my selfishness and more important than your life.
Yeah.
So I think his oath is bigger than him.
Absolutely.
So
yeah.
like when you talked about his individuality, I think the biggest token for his individual existence, he believes, is his oath.
Mm-hmm.
So, and I think the first two instances when I said he has not been asked to do something beyond his will or wishes now. So first instance was Amba asking him to get married. Second was Parshuram asking him to get married with Amba. So I think this is also good time where we can we go towards the dynamics between Parshuram and
Absolutely. Yes.
and Bhishma. So this, I think these were the first instances where he has been asked to do something which he doesn't want to.
There's only one thing that he does not go against.
Mm-hmm.
Is his oath.
Mm-hmm.
I think his oath is who he is.
Yep.
That's it. It's his identity. If this is right or wrong, it's not my place to judge at this moment. But I think that his oath is his identity.
Yeah.
And after reading the chapter thrice, I think Parshurama said, okay, I go and ask Bhishma, but he already knew the outcome. And he just wanted again to test Bhishma and to see how strong he is and how vowed he was towards his oath. I don't think he was expecting another result.
Yeah, maybe like that can be a possibility. I actually read it in, like, I thought of this in terms of theme. Like he heard the story from Amba and he wanted to bring in justice for her.
Yep.
Okay. What I liked about the case of Parshuram is he is actually showing that balance of book versus humanity.
Yeah.
When he asks Devrat to marry Amba, he exercises his right from the book, where they say that a disciple or a son is like whatever you order, they have to follow.
A Shisha should always follow the orders of the Guru.
So that's the book. However, he knows that he has an oath.
Yeah.
And going against an oath is...
But he plays that he doesn't know. That was interesting.
Yeah, but even when he gets to know his oath, and he knows that going against oath is a strict no-no in scriptures and books, he becomes pragmatic and practical there. And he says, you didn't, when you abducted her, you didn't think about all this. So now you should accept her. So I really liked that aspect. And like I just felt like I was very impressed with him throughout. He says, I can either curse you or fight you. Again, an easy way out would have been just curse him.
I think he didn't curse him because he liked him too much.
Yes, he liked him too much. And like we see in the... And that's why I asked you that question. That how it feels when, say, your own student or disciple surpasses you. Like,
I think it's the best thing that can happen. It means that you were a good teacher.
Yeah, like my mother always tells. So she teaches kindergarten. She taught kindergarten kids and taught for more than 25 years or around 30 years. And she was telling that some of them are like... And India is a society where these tags matter, that some of them are engineers or doctors or something or this or that. And when they come back or met her, and couple of her students were like, she taught them and she taught their kids as well. So, and she was saying like that, I felt,
yeah, we are proud.
yeah, and especially when she saw them, like they were like what, very
Yeah.
little, and then they became something. And I just felt in the episode, in the book, both, I just felt like Parshuram was as if bursting with pride
Yeah.
when
Yeah,
he
of
saw,
course.
yeah, like,
Yeah. Do we have, did we cover all relationships?
we,
Relevant ones.
yeah, but I wanted little bit more discussion on Parshuram commanding Devrat to marry Amba. Like I thought of, so I thought of it as a good and the bad parts of the society. The good part is I like that there is an importance to your guru or teacher. It's a good thing. The bad is I felt the lack of individuality, where people don't have their own choices, and they are, especially when it comes to marriage, it's such a big deal of life.
Yeah, it's something personal.
Yeah, and it's treated with such,
He said that it was just a trifle.
yeah. Like, yeah, like it's
minor thing.
yeah. So this, I feel, is such an important question about society. And mind you, it's not as if India has evolved in those terms. Like marriage is still something kind of treated in a, and it's a very complex scenario. Like think of this, when you want to break a marriage, it's a big deal. But when you want to marry, it's like nothing, just go for it. Okay.
Well, and have I don't know how many lakhs of rupees,
Yeah.
because it's a
No,
investment.
so that's wedding.
Okay.
I was corrected because I used to use them synonyms as
Okay.
synonyms. But yeah, like when it comes to marriage, people will be like, yeah, even like say Indian parents would be like, oh, my kid is nuisance, or he doesn't.
Just get it married.
Yeah, just get him married and everything will be okay.
Yeah. No.
So I just feel that
Yeah. Yeah. I understand what you're saying,
Yeah.
and it's none of the guru business.
yeah.
In another way, I think it was a big lesson. I think, you screwed up, and this small thing has gigantic consequences. And to settle this the only way is to get married to her. On the justice injustice point of view, I just wanted to add a little thing that was how, and I see this still in our society, that Amba went to the ashram, and she was about to be thrown away from the ashram because of the younger munis couldn't control themselves.
Yeah.
So they are the ones that cannot control themselves, but she is the one that will be thrown away. And I continue to see this in the society. So the man cannot control his urges, but it's the woman's fault.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not. Get a cold shower.
Boys will be boys.
That's ridiculous.
It is ridiculous, yes. And I totally agree with that. Even I noticed that. What? Okay. But, and then I thought, what is this society? And then I was like, I'm in the same society. Society is still the same.
Yeah. And the other part is, after she was allowed to stay there because her grandfather was there. And
I didn't notice
this was
that.
even more twisting. So it's like, why? Because now she has a grandfather, and therefore.
Okay. Now, because you brought it, I just want to read those lines from Amba, because you noticed a very good point. I can't go back to my father's house. Don't abandon me. Don't let my womanhood be desolated. These are the words Amba said to Bhishma.
Yeah, and after it's the virgin womanhood.
Yeah. So for me, it's like that the society didn't treat a single woman kindly. It doesn't even do it now in some parts of India, and obviously India is a very heterogeneous society. So when you pointed this out, that she was allowed to stay because her grandfather was also there, it simply means that if you don't have a male guardian, you are not going to get a refuge. Shalv didn't approve the refuge. Okay, Shalv didn't approve it, she didn't get it. Bhishma did it, so she was allowed to stay there for 6 years.
Okay.
Now, because the grandfather is there, so that's why, and now whatever she says, that all these words,
because they are validated by her grandfather.
yeah, it's like think of this, like,
So a woman doesn't have a back spine,
and she is essentially being treated like a minor, like a child.
Yeah.
That you only allow a child to stay in your place if, say, their parents approve or guardians approve. So yeah, that's the sad state of women in those era.
Okay, so should we start moving towards our lessons? What's the word?
Shiksha.
Yep. Do you have any lesson?
The only lesson I have is, for me, I should refer more books if I want to go by books, or I should just apply my common sense.
Okay. There was a sentence in the book that made me think a lot the way we behave and I behave sometimes. That is, they were entirely absorbed, as Munis are, by their dhyana. Battle to those two was no less than worship. And I see myself doing this sometimes, where I get so entangled in work that it's like I'm worshipping work. And it's a call out for me to think on what I put my full attention. And when I'm worshipping something that I do not value that much, to step back. That was
That's a good lesson.
Thank you.
Yeah, step out of work, pay attention to me.
And the flowers and the sea and the skies and the
those things are secondary.
So
if you have this beautiful face. Okay, I think this is very good time that we move
on to Naman.
Yeah, move on to Naman, our revered acknowledgement.
Please go ahead, because I didn't pick anyone.
My choices, I think I've already spoken. It's Parshuram. I felt he's the guy who was the most pragmatic. If not, I don't think you have to be correct, but just be real, just be pragmatic about the situation. I think he was the one who, and he was offering a solution which could have avoided a lot of things. Unfortunately, that didn't happen. He tried his best. He gave his best, and I just felt, and that gave me a lot of happiness, seeing a teacher being happy for a successful student. Yeah, it was a good read and good watch to see in the episodes. So my acknowledgement is, my Naman is for the incarnation of Vishnu, Parshuram.
Yay!
What about you?
I'll be more humble.
Amba?
No, I already did it last episode, so I don't want to press that button again. The grandfather.
Putravahan.
That.
Yeah.
I think it was very sweet of him. I think he is the example of a good grandfather. That he embraces, he gives love, he tries to help her. and he stays there till the end.
Mm.
And I think it's very humane, even if he became mendicant. He, and theoretically in that state, you cut all your relationships with your family.
Yep.
No, he went against the laws.
Oh, wow.
To embrace his granddaughter and help her in this challenging moment that defines her life. So my respect goes towards him.
That was actually very good, Naman. And a very good observation.
Okay, so it's time to wrap up.
Yep.
So we will meet you again next week, where we are reading the chapter 9, that it's just about Amba. And our Sankalpa is reading the chapter through the point of view of possibilities.
Very nice. There are a lot of possibilities in this chapter and the future chapters for sure. So,
Call-outs.
The only call out for this chapter from my side is, who were you backing in the epic battle of Bhishma versus Parshuram? Are you team Bhishma or are you team Parshuram? Comment it in the comment
Or are
section.
you team Amba? Okay.
Yeah, Amba was. Yeah.
Sorry, I'm team Amba. I don't care about what they are
There's
doing.
an epic battle going on. Heaven is watching that battle. Amba
And
is also
this is all for the entertainment of heaven.
Oh, yes. Devtas, they want entertainment. So they were like, let's mess up with the life of this lady so that we have
Fun.
good 3-4 days of gladiator fun.
Okay.
And when they felt threatened that, oh my god, my own created universe will get destroyed, then they were like, okay, time out.
Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Namaste. See you next week.
See you.